Yo, what's up, gentlemen? So, today I want to talk about the real reason why you haven't been able to get the results you want in your dating life yet. And this is different for a few different types of guys. I'm going to talk about those different types of guys in this video. But what I want you to know going into this is that this video, it's not going to be some fluff filler video. It's going to just tell you the hard truth about why you haven't gotten results yet, why it's hard for you to go out, speak to women, be attractive to them, and whether you want to take them home, get into a relationship. But the reason women don't like you, I'm just going to be straight up and honest about it. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Timothy Brazil. I'm the owner and founder of Understanding Attraction. And basically, it's my mission to make sure that you're a guy that women are attracted to for the rest of your life. And so if I'm going to do that, I got to tell you the hard truth, man. I got to tell you the truth about why women don't like you. And this has been pretty obvious because we brought on 2 to 3 new guys in the last week into our Attraction Accelerator program. And what I've noticed is, one, that guys give up too quickly. So giving into failure and expecting that if you fail, that means you're not cut out for it, right? 2, just not knowing, not knowing to do the obvious thing, or not thinking to do the obvious thing. A lot of you guys, it's not that you don't know what to do, it's that you know what to do, you just haven't been doing it for whatever reason. I need to wake you up to that. And 3rd, some guys, you just don't know what to do. You just don't have any clue what's wrong, and I'm going to tell you really quickly in this video what is wrong. So if you're one of those types of guys, stick around, watch till the end, and maybe you'll learn something. So the first thing you have to do is learn how to deal with failure. Okay, and dealing with failure is one of the most important things. And my clients ask me this all the time: how do I deal with failure so well? And it's because in the short term, failure in terms of results I can live with. I just don't accept failure in terms of what I can control. So for me, what I can control is I can control my actions. I can control what I'm working on. I can control like the outcome of my skills improving. And so I don't accept failure in those aspects, but I do accept and welcome and embrace failure in terms of results, because no matter what we say, no matter what we want to do, we're going to fail. Like, you're going to fail in terms of getting results. Like, if you go out with the intention to take a girl home and it's your first night out, you will fail. But if you go out with the intention to get better at talking to women, become less shy, less timid, more ballsy, then you can actually do that. You can do that 100% of the time without fail. Okay? And so it all comes down to goal setting, right? I have massive results-oriented big goals that require results, like numbers, tangible, measurable goals, but they're very long horizons, right? Long time horizon on that. So it's like 5 to 10 years. Okay. In the short term, I want you to start setting short goals that are process oriented, that are process based. Because if you set process based goals, you can't fail them. It's going to be much more motivating, and you can actually take action every single day. All right. The second thing you need to do is you need to create a plan for if you fail. I actually just sent this message in my WhatsApp group for Attraction Accelerator, just telling the new guys that, hey, you need to make a plan for actions to take when you fail. Whether that's journaling, going on a run, exercising, doing something that gets you your momentum back. But when you fail, especially guys that are like trying to do like semen retention, NoFap, guys that are trying to approach a certain amount of people every day, guys that are trying to get back into the gym, all of these things are like things we don't want to do, but they're good for us. When we fail those habits, when we don't take action on those habits, when we don't take action on those areas in our lives, we need to have a plan in place to deal with that failure. Okay, because if we don't, we're not going to be able to move forward. And so you need to have a plan. All right, so that's the first action step. If you are struggling with consistency, if you don't know how to be consistent in terms of your personal growth as a man, if you're not working on the 4 pillars of masculinity every single day, every time you fail to work on one of those pillars, I want you to have a plan in place. If you don't work on your vision and your focus, have a plan for how you get back on track. If you miss the gym today, it's a planned workout day, like have a plan to get back on top of it. Maybe you just do a small at-home workout for 10 minutes, right before bed. Maybe you do, go for a walk at the bare minimum, right? What is your plan for failure? When you fail to take action, what is the plan? And also, what's the plan to deal with those emotions that are going to tell you how to not take action? Because if there's anything I've learned from coaching over 100 men at this point at just being better with women, it's that your emotions are the reason that you're holding yourself back. You're giving too much meaning to your emotions. Your emotions don't actually mean anything. And as soon as you can create a plan on how to deal with those emotions, how you can like process them and just deal with them and take action anyway, the better off you'll be, the more successful you'll be with women and in life in general. You'll get higher value friends, you'll get a better body, you'll feel better about yourself, women will like you more. It's so powerful knowing how to deal with emotions that try to hold you back. So now I'm talking to the guys that you know what to do, you know what you should be doing, you know you should be going to the gym, you know you should be building up your 4 pillars of masculinity, but you haven't, right? And those guys, this is where I was stuck for years. I was stuck here for years. I knew exactly what I needed to do, and I just couldn't do it for whatever reason. And so I'm going to talk about how to just do it. The first thing you need to do is start writing out what you need to do during the day. Like, it sounds so simple and so stupid, but you literally just need a reminder. Like, humans, we're kind of dumb. Like, as smart as we are, as much as we can accomplish, we're pretty dumb, and we're short-term oriented if we just let our brains run, right? So we have to constantly remind ourselves of the long-term vision and the long-term goals. And that's what truly successful people do. That's what I've done for the last 6 months. And it's really propelled my business forward. It's propelled my personal growth forward. My girl, she's sleeping in the other room, maybe sleeping. I don't know if I woke her up, but she's in the other room. Like, she's never been more attracted to me. And it's because I am so locked in on my vision and my long-term goal that I don't forget that I have to delay gratification. A lot of you guys are just forgetting that instant gratification is bad in the moment, and then you realize after. And I know this cycle, you eat a whole bag of candy and you feel like shit after, but in the moment you didn't realize that it was something bad for you, really. Like, maybe you did deep down, but you didn't really care. And so all you have to do is start reminding yourself how to care. Start reminding yourself to care about that stuff. And all of these little wins that you can pick up along the way, all these little things that you should be doing, like approaching everyone, saying hi to everyone, smiling at everyone, making eye contact with everybody, right? All these things that would actually break you out of, introverted, shy behavior, all of those things that would actually make you feel more confident, feel better about yourself, feel more powerful and dominant, feel more like you're in control. All those things that you could be doing, you could just start doing them, but you have to remind yourself to do them. And so what my advice would be is, if you're starting out, just pick like 1 to 2 things and just start adding those into your life. So if you're working on your social skills right now, like, really just focus on making eye contact and asking one extra question that you wouldn't normally ask everyone you talk to. So maybe it's, hey, how's your day going? Like, maybe you don't ask that, right? Or, hey, how long have you worked here? Oh, where are you from? Have you lived here your whole life? Oh, I just moved here, right? Go a little further than you normally would. And that's going to get your brain in the habit of doing growth-oriented activities. You need to start doing something good for you. You need to start doing something good for you. And just because you know this, right? Like, just because you know that you should be doing something doesn't mean you're going to do it. And so watching YouTube and watching social media and watching all these things of like, oh, the 3 hacks for how you should do it, it doesn't really work. Like, you need to actually go out and start doing the things are good for you, and your brain's going to have resistance. Your emotions are going to come up and they're going to have resistance towards that. But at the end of the day, you can't listen. You just can't. And there's no easy way around that. You just have to let those emotions be there and take action anyway. If you're a guy that doesn't even know what he's doing wrong, if you're a guy that doesn't even know where he should be at, what his goals are, then it's easy, right? Like, if you haven't made progress, you've been stuck for a long time, but you don't know what you need to change, just start writing about it. Start journaling every day. I have this journal here. Got to move some stuff. I have this journal here that I've been writing in every day for the past month and a half, right? I'm just looking down. I've got a lot of pages filled out, right? And that's not even all of it, but I have this whole journal that I've just been writing in every single day. Things that I'm grateful for, things that I want to work on, journaling about my life, where I want my life to go. And if you spend time thinking, I guarantee you'll find some sort of purpose. That's one of the 4 core pillars of masculinity that I talk about on this channel, is your focus. And you need to stay focused on your vision of excellence. If you don't have a vision of excellence, if you don't have a clear perspective, a clear vision on what your life looks like when everything is perfect, and you're not striving for that every single day, you're literally killing your masculinity. You're killing your soul. You're shredding it to pieces. I'm being super serious right now. Like I'm being so deadly serious. It's so terrible for you to have these goals deep down that you haven't really thought of and just not work towards them, right? It's even worse if you don't have goals in general, right? And so you need to write down every single day. Start writing, what can I do to get clear on my vision? Where do I want my life to go? Get very clear on that. Because if you don't, life will be very, very difficult. Life will be very, very hard. Okay? So I want you to go, and if you don't know what you need to be doing to improve your dating life right now, I want you to actually go out and journal. What's your dating life look like in 5 years, in 10 years? What's your financial situation look like in 5 or 10 years? And start working on that relentlessly every single day. Okay? So now if you are a guy that's known he needs to change for a long time, you have no excuses. You have no excuses, whether you didn't know what you were doing wrong, you had no idea what you should be doing, or you didn't know that, you didn't know how to just do the things you already knew you should be doing. Like, it doesn't matter where you're at. You have no excuses now. You have to go take action. So I want you to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're actually going to change in your life in the next day, right? In the next 24 hours. What's the plan of action? Okay, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.